Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and it's going to be my AKB0048 episode 8 review. Really like this episode here. You know, the tension between Takamine and Kanata, and how Kanata looks up to Takamine, and then the 76 generation. I don't know why I keep laughing at them. I just wanted to bring them up. The 76 generation, they just funny to me. I don't know why. But yeah, this is a really good episode. Basically what happens, which is actually surprising, is that the 77th generation, most of them basically, are going to be able to have some standing work. Build the stand-ins for the successors and whatnot, so they'll be on stage actually dancing, and they're gonna be on a stage. Well, I think so, anyways. It seems so. I think what it said. But the whole point is they're gonna be going to not state, but a planet that is that banned entertainment, and so they're gonna be fighting deaths and all this stuff. So they're gonna need the 77th generation to be there to be fighting for them. So I think that's what they're talking about. But that's what's gonna happen, and so they're gonna be in some combat, and it's gonna be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. And so the 76th generation, they're like, why? We've been here longer. Why do they always get all the shine? Why can't we do anything? It's like, while you guys were just sitting there talking and having a good time, with the 76th generation, they've been practicing, they've been studying, they've been doing their thing, unlike you guys. And then they got quiet. They're like, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't know why I keep laughing at that. It just. They can't really say anything because they're not really working hard. I mean, if you look at 76th generation, you look at Takamine. I mean, they all work hard. It's just the 76th generation. The rest of them suckers just they don't do anything. They just be sitting around relaxing when it's supposed to be a break day. When you should be training, because it's always best to train. And so they're hurting and everything like that. They're on I guess a bus, and one of the people on 76th generation are all crying like, "Hey, why can't I get to do it?" I'm like, you're not good enough. And so he's like, don't feel bad about yourself, man. It's okay. We'll get a chance and stuff. And then kind of does like, if you just work hard and work hard enough, you'll get your chance. Just wait. And then the girl's like, what do you know? You don't know nothing. I'm like, kind of does know something about this, for the fact that it took her a while before she actually got to this point. She had to get through herself. There's certain aspects you gotta do. You gotta end up technically just becoming a character like Takamine or Yuko or any of those people. So you gotta find yourself within them. Basically, is what it is, and that's what and kind of just finding that within her. She's the Takamine of this time now, and she's trying to give a good emotional, good support to them, but they just like, well, you don't know anything, and then freaking what's her name? It's her sister. I think it's Sanata. Yeah, Sanata. She's like coming by like, I'm gonna call you Meanie and crap like that. And then all of a sudden, I think it was Susan. No, not Susan Cole. It was this blonde hair girl. I can't remember her name right now, but she has the glasses on, and she just comes by and headbutt the girl, and he's like, it hurts you just as it hurts me. So I'm not gonna say sorry, but you should apologize to Kanata. And I don't think she didn't apologize, but they had a little confrontation going on right there. And like I said, you're saying work hard and you'll get there. That's what the 77th generation is doing as opposed to 76. So that's why they're all bothered by this and everything. And so then yeah, what else happens? Basically, Takamine, she ends up getting off the bus or train, wherever that place was. I'm not exactly sure what the heck that thing's called, but they end up getting off that thing and with the rest of her teammates and whatnot, and Kanada's supposed to come over there and meet Takamine and congratulate her and welcome back anyways. Welcome her back. And so the 77th generation wanted to do the same thing. She says welcoming back. She admires Takamine so much and how he's glowing eyes and everything like that. And like I said, she was kind of nervous. And then the other two girls were like, don't say nothing, be quiet, don't say anything. And so yeah, she's like, yeah, she seemed like herself for the most part. I thought she's gonna be okay, because she seemed okay. I thought she's gonna be all like, I don't like you don't know what you're doing and stuff like that or something. I don't know, but she seems okay. She's actually like, okay. I thought she's all good and fine. But then he had another confrontation. Takamine was going on this bus because she had to go somewhere again because she's doing something else. That's why they need stand-ins. And Kanata was like, I look up to you and blah blah blah. I hope we can do your best with your mission, and basically what she was saying. She's trying to greet her off, and Takamina seen the little off. Then she's like, yeah, haha. She didn't really seem like her upbeat, powerful kind of self, So it just wasn't there. And also Takamine and kind of they're becoming like the same person in a sense, because Takamine says something like kind of powerful, because apparently there's gonna be some desk people and there's gonna be a bunch of people surrounding them. There's like, it's ridiculous how many enemies are gonna have to end up probably fighting. It's because this is gonna be dangerous. This planet is not playing around. The desk wants to get all the AKB agents, and so Takamine ends up standing up and is like, well, not Takamine, but what's her name? Freaking the girl, Tsubasa. Yeah, Tsubasa was like, we're gonna end up ending off, just canceling the concert. And Takamine is like, no, we need to keep doing this. We gotta go. We gotta do this. And so then Kanada's like, yeah, I'll go with Takamine too. And she's like blowing eyes. She's just all sparkling and crap. And she's like, ah. Start feeling a little bad right there. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of tension between the two. That she just tension between her with Kanada. She just can't accept it, And so as they're all getting ready for this whole performance and everything, right? All of a sudden they get attacked by the desk or the DGTO, which is this group. So it's just like they're getting attacked and there's a bunch of enemies and they're like, oh crap. And so they got to get into these mech machines. It's kind of cool, seeing a little bit of fighting with the mechs. And I was like, Gundam, there we go. But they end up fighting with the machines and everything like that. Yuko, Takamine, and there's some other girl. It was Seiya, I think it was like Seiya, because she's the only one that actually joined. She's the only successor in the 76 generation that actually passed in the 76 generation. And so, she had a competition with one of the 76 generations people, and, she's like, you still don't know me or anything like that, and whatnot. She's getting mad, She's trying to calm her down, but, she don't meet her anymore. They're not all that tight no more, so that's why I guess you could understand her. But, yeah, besides that, there's more fighting that was going on, and as they were fighting and everything like that, Kanada's like, I want to help. I've learned how to do the basics of fighting of these mechs. I want to give it a shot. Let me try. I want to help. And so she actually gets him in a mech, and I'm like, oh snap! And like, she's just very powerful. She's getting there. She's there now. She can succeed. She's doing good. I like her. And so Takamine, she is just like in a downward spiral. She just all messed up, and she just kept thinking, oh man, I if I stay here, she won't be able to succeed. And she's just feeling a bunch of guilt and just like, I don't know if I should even be Takamine anymore for the fact that I'm not gonna get succeeded. And like, it's just so, I don't know, she's just all messed up. And then all of a sudden, her machine got exploded. It exploded. She got hit and it exploded. And I was like, oh my god, did she just die? It's like, that's one way to graduate. I'm like, okay. But no, she didn't die. There's a escape pod that luckily got her out of there. She's okay, but she was bleeding and stuff. And I was like, whoa, okay. And so then Kanada was trying to go get Takamine, and she's like, Takamine, and trying to get her, and then she rescued her, basically got her in there, and the fight was still going on. I guess I'm pretty sure they won that, but that was just like, wow, But like I said, she got some pretty good piloting skills, Kanada, so that was some good stuff. And so then they were at the infirmary. Kanada couldn't be with Takamine because she's trying to stay the whole time, but I think it was Yuko that told her to get out, and Yuko started talking to Takamine, and Takamine just started going off about her feelings, how if I stay here, she won't be able to succeed, but I don't want to go. I don't want to give up. I don't want this to happen. It's my dream to be like this and be in the AKB forever and all this other stuff. And so then Yuko's like, what's so wrong with that? You can stay, you can still be here, you can still do this and do that. It's just your dreams are important. And it exceeds everyone else's. That's basically kind of what she was kind of saying in a sense. And so that's kind of cheered her up. And then at the end of the episode, we see Kanada. She's like, I gotta get stronger. I got to get better. I gotta do better. Gotta work harder and stuff. So I was like, yeah, it's just like I said, there's a lot of development for these characters and it's going on. And I wonder what else Takamine is gonna be able to do. How she's gonna face all this, because she's falling off right now. And the thing is, she was the first person to succeed. Not first person, but she was able to succeed the previous kind of Takamine. So, you became Takamine. You're Takamine for a purpose, for a reason. You can't stay here forever. Everybody has to get succeeded at some point, maybe it's not your time just yet. Just because that's been shown doesn't necessarily mean you need to be getting succeeded already. You know what I'm saying? It's just, she's overthinking it so much that it's really bothering her and affecting her her leadership and everything else about her right now. She almost says she's not even Takamine. She's like, that's not even my name. And I'm like, come on, girl, get your head in the game. But yeah, so what are your guys' thoughts on this episode of AKB0048? Leave your comments below. Like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more AKB reviews. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.